My 6-year-old daughter brought her grandma's medication to her school, but why did the principal suddenly call the police? I was in the middle of explaining when my phone started having a seizure on my desk. 3 missed calls from Oakwood Elementary, then a text, call immediately, then another call. Mr. Reeves, this is Principal Morrison. You need to come to school right now. It's about Oliver. Did he bite someone again? Because we talked about biting. Number. Oliver brought multiple bags of white powder to show and tell today. He's been passing them around to the other children saying it's his grandmother's special medicine. I'm sorry, what? We've confiscated the bags and called the police. Several parents are already here. The police? My mother-in-law is a 73-year-old woman who does chair yoga and crochets Bible verses. What white powder? That's what we need to discuss in person. Now please. I ran to my car so fast, I left my laptop in the meeting. Jenkins could expense whatever he wanted at this point. When I arrived, 2 cops were standing outside the office and I could hear crying. Lots of crying. Not from Oliver though. He was sitting in a chair eating apple slices, completely unbothered. Hi Dad, did you know Mrs. Patterson has cancer? Grandma's been helping her. Officer, my wife's mother lives in our converted garage. She takes blood pressure pills. That's it. This has to be a misunderstanding. The younger cop held up a plastic evidence bag with smaller bags inside. Sir, this is not blood pressure medication. Your son said his grandmother keeps dozens of these in her bathroom and that Mrs. Patterson comes to collect them late at night. My mouth went dry. Mrs. Patterson? Our 70-year-old neighbor who brings us zucchini bread? Oliver nodded enthusiastically. Yeah, Grandma always looks around first to make sure nobody's watching. Then she opens the door really fast and Mrs. Patterson comes in. Oh God, oh no. Sometimes they whisper really quiet and I see money. Money? Oliver, buddy. I tried to keep my voice steady. Tell me exactly what you saw. Well, Grandma has a special bathroom cabinet where she keeps all the bags. I wanted to show my class because Grandma said they help people feel better. Mrs. Patterson always hugs Grandma and cries and says, thank you so much. The officer wrote something in his notebook. Mr. Reeves, we're going to need to search your property. Can I please talk to my son first? They stepped aside and I knelt down. Oliver, this is really important. How many times have you seen Mrs. Patterson come over? Lots. Like maybe every Tuesday and Friday? She comes really late after dinner. And you said you saw money? Yeah. Mrs. Patterson gives Grandma money, then Grandma gives her the bags. Sometimes Mrs. Patterson doesn't have enough money, and Grandma gives her the bags anyway and tells her it's okay. Where exactly are these bags? In the cabinet under Grandma's sink. There's like a whole box full. A whole box? I wanted to throw up. How did you get them? This morning, Grandma was in the kitchen making coffee. The cabinet wasn't locked. My wife Jen beat me home somehow. She was standing in the driveway with her arms crossed, watching 3 police officers march toward the garage. Her mother Donna sat on our porch looking like she wanted to evaporate. The officers emerged carrying a shoebox. I could see plastic bags inside. Many plastic bags. Mrs. Chen, we found approximately 50 bags of crushed white powder, along with a mortar and pestle. We also found these prescription bottles. He held them up. All legitimate prescriptions in Donna's name, but the dates were recent, and the bottles were empty. Mom. Jen's voice was ice. What the hell? Donna stared at the ground. Mrs. Chen, this is serious. These are controlled substances. We need to know who you're distributing to, and how long this has been going on. I don't want to talk without a lawyer. Mom. Jen's voice cracked. Please just explain this. Donna's shoulders started shaking. Then she was full on crying. Janet Patterson has cancer, and she can't afford her pain medication. Everyone froze. What? The pharmacy wanted $800 for 1 month of her pills. She doesn't have that. So I've been grinding up my prescriptions and giving them to her. The younger officer blinked. You've been crushing your own medication? My hip is fine now. It doesn't hurt. But Janet is dying and she was sobbing at bingo because she couldn't afford her pills. What was I supposed to do? Maybe not commit a felony? I said. She kept coming over late at night so the neighbors wouldn't see. I didn't know Oliver was watching out his window like some tiny narc. Oliver waved from our front door. Mrs. Ng Chen, you're not under arrest today, but we need you at the station tomorrow morning with a lawyer, and absolutely no more transfers.